Today we're going to do a little something different. That's why the background's different. Getting married soon, and my lady thought it would be really cool to do some flower pods. I didn't even know what those were until she showed me some stuff on YouTube, because that's what we do these days. We look things up on YouTube and then we try to make our own rendition of that. So I guess you're gonna see me make a lighted flower pot. So we start out with a couple of, chandeliers. I'm going to go ahead and remove this top piece because I want to extend this up so that my lady can have a section above the thing so it kind of looks like it's floating. First, we're going to have to make some room for wiring. So I'm going to clamp this down. I'm going to clamp this down real light because I don't want to crush the tubing. It'll make it real hard to screw things back into it again. Just going to poke a hole here. And always use your finger to see if things are sharp and will cut you. If it cuts you, it'll cut somebody else. So give that a try. Feels okay. It's my first time. Yeah. Got these things in a kit. Came with two of every one of these things. We're just going to kind of assemble it in the order that I think it needs to be for now. So a little hex nut. This is going to hold the top part of this pod. And I'm faking you out because I'm actually using a drill. Ha. Ha. This will all make sense shortly. I'm just kind of getting the spacing down here and just making sure all the parts fit. So this is a threaded bushing, and this is the original nipple. Comment below what you think a nipple is. I'm going to screw back on the original piece, and that's gonna, oh, look. Alright, so we're going to have a battery pack, and it's going to connect into a converter to make the voltage down to 5 volts, and then all the magic's going to happen in there, and then all the WS2811s will be flashing and doing whatever they're told to do by the app on the iPhone or Android or whatever else you have. So I'm just going to kind of daisy chain all this stuff together. I'm making sure that my connections are going into the right holes, and you always should do the same. And this is actually for a USB battery charging. Hey, look, it works. Here's another variant. We're going to go ahead and just plug it into the wall without all the extra stuff, just right off the shelf. I like to solder my wires together after I cut them off the controller. This is going to end up going down the pipe, and I can't fit the cord and the other thing in there, so I'm just going to extend it and put the controller down below. This will go through that hole that we drilled out earlier. I always use heat shrink. I stagger my wires on this one because I want it to be able to fit through that hole nicely. I had to go green to black because there wasn't all three of those colors in the stripe. There was black, green, red, blue, but not in an order where they would all be together as a band. Alright, now I'm just going to shove this thing down the hole and out the, I guess that's the butt, I don't know. Now I'm just going to line these up and cut them, solder them, and blow them with an air torch. This air torch is actually hot enough to melt solder, so be careful. So I'm just going to tape the Wi-Fi pod to the bottom. Actually, it's not Wi-Fi. Is it Wi-Fi? It's Bluetooth. I think this is Bluetooth. I don't know. It connects to my phone. I don't really know how to explain it. It just connects to my phone. And this is going to be for the plug-in version. Just blast a hole in there and use this thing to make it not sharp. I should put a grommet in there. I'm not going to just for this video. I just want to, show how to assemble it and everything. If you want to put a grommet in there, you can. I also soldered all the ends of my wires. This is now the variant for the battery pack. And screwdriver is really good. It's these screws that are just terrible, but they work. So I'm just going to double stick everything to the bottom of this tin. And make sure my V-in is on the right pole and that they're the right, red is positive, minus is negative, just like in Toy Story. I'm just going to find a nice way to do this. Now, I probably shouldn't have the circuit board connected right up to the metal, so I'm going to connect it to the side of this battery pack since it's all plastic and whatnot. Just like that. Maybe zip ties and stuff to tidy it up later. But there it is. Let's see if this works. Boom. It's got a halo. Oh. Alright, let's continue this project. And screw this thing back in so I can put this magical thing. I'll call this the 20s squid. So I left the connector at the top so that I can actually pull this whole thing apart in two pieces without having to transport it all in one big chunk. I'm just using some, floral wire to hold this thing to those posts, and just to keep the LED ring from, flailing around too bad. And plug it in, see if it works. I'm going to make some foam to act as a thing to stab flowers into. Can you stab flowers? I'm going to find the center of this thing, and then I'm going to drill a hole right in the center of it, as close as I can. I'm just going to drill a hole with a pencil. Yeah, don't ever push a pencil toward your hand because it might end up sticking. You just pull the pencil out. I think it'll be fine. Yep, no blood. Alright, we're going to pull these two pieces back off again, pull that washer off, and then ram this thing all the way down. All the way down. Just using a paint can to get a round circle because I want to have another piece up top. There they are. We'll do the same trick with the pencil drill. Yep. Alright, that's the top section. This little threaded doohickey goes on, and then the little chrome. I don't know if you'll even need this, but there's going to be flowers all over them. Anyway, there you go. All lit up. One battery powered, one that plugs into the wall. And you can stab flowers all up in that thing, and it'll look really cool for your wedding. I am using the LED Hue app. This controls colors and patterns and all kinds of cool stuff. You can add a bunch of different controllers to this app. I have two right now, and I'm just controlling the one. So there you go. All right, well, that was fun. She approves. She said maybe smaller on the size on this, just so she doesn't have to have so many flowers to fill it. I look forward to seeing what she does with this project.
and you can find her on her channel. She's got one video. That's really kind of a cool thing she did. But yeah, anyway, go visit that. I'll leave that in the link below. And we'll see what she does with the flower thing. It'd be cool, but this is the hardware part, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, if you guys are enjoying the content, you want to see more, you can go here. If you want to see other things I've done, you can go here. And if you want to like the channel, you can like it here, or somewhere in there, right there. All right. Thank you.